What happened when Mizuno combined Rebellion Pro and Rebellion Flash? We got Rebellion Pro Low. Let's have a look on the Rebellion Pro Low after 50 km. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kevin, one of the Malaysia running YouTuber. Today I'm going to talk about this one, Mizuno Revelation Pro Low. This is the lower version from the Pro version. The Pro version, the stack height on the heel is 61mm, and this one is around 51mm, 10mm lower stack height. But this is legal racing shoes because of some of the specification of the measurement, how high is the stack height. So Mizuno go around the loophole and able to create these shoes become a road legal, even though the stack height on the back is slightly taller than the regulation stated. Before we start, full disclosure, this pair of running shoe is sent by Mizuno Malaysia. All the purpose of video, I'm not gonna pay, or they can give any comment on this video. All the comment and all the opinion in this video is my own opinion. So let's go into the interesting number. Let's start with some specification of the shoes. The shoes I'm using is US 11 and weight at 232 grams. Consider is a lightweight racing shoes, because nowadays for my size US 11 with this huge size, most of the shoes around 250. When anything go below 250, 240 or 230, consider lightweight racing shoes. For these shoes, definitely is a lightweight. For the stack height is a very interesting number. Let's start with the front. The forefoot stack height is 35mm. And the heel, so they have two heel measurements. One at the here and the other one at here. Because of the road legal running, they measure the dimension from the heel, go in, then they will measure directly from the back of the shoes, make it 39.5mm. So when they measure is from here go in, so they will go in measure directly from here, not from the heel stack of the form. So when they measure from the back of the heel, is make the shoes 39.5mm, make the shoes 4.5mm drop. But there's a huge stack from over here. So when I measure using the rulers, everything is around 50mm. So make the shoes total drop is much more compared to the 4.5mm. Even the shoes has a huge stack drop on the back, the shoes still is a road legal shoes. You can use this pair of shoes and run and break some more records or any records that you want to break and still consider legal because of some of the loophole on how the shoes calculate and how the shoes is measured. Normally it's 40m because of the huge cut off on the back over here. So make the shoes dimension over here, the loophole is lesser than 40mm. If you count over here, is 50mm. This is considered low. For the Pro version, the Pro 3 is 60mm. Some of them measure is around 61. So that basically is like another 10cm. If 60cm is almost like this extra, so the shoes is much more propelled. So when running forwards, you have a much more aggressive geometry. Basically, it pushing you landing on the forefoot. For the form is using the PIBA blend material, so they name it as the Mizuno Energy XP. The XP sounds like video game, so it's very responsive and really soft. I did measure with the HA, the numbers come out is around 0.17 HA. Consider is very low for the shoes. Most of the shoes is around 2 or 2.5 for the softer version, but this is below 2, is around 1.7. You see the shoes actually is very soft and responsive. and there's a carbon plate in the middle. This is a composite carbon plate and it's less aggressive and a bit forgiving, even though the shoe seems like a bit stiff on the shoes. And the shoe design, they call it as a smooth speed assist. So you can see the shoes is very nice, aggressive towards to the front. If you land away, it's a very aggressive running. For the upper, it seems like using the Jaguar mesh upper. It's very ventilated and it's flexible. It's not super flexible, but there's some stretchable point that we can stretch when I put my feet in. It's really breathable and very ventilated. On the outsole, they name it as a 3G outsole. You can see there's a lot of dot around the shoes from the front until the back. Is a full coverage of the rubber, and the rubber look like all those tiny stuck on the shoes, and the shoes is really grippy. For fitting, recommend go at least half size up. I go true to size and I found the shoes a bit tight for me, but it's okay, it's bearable. But at least go half size up when you want to get this pair of shoes, because the shoes material is not that super stretchy and there's a cut off on the arch area, a bit taper on the arch, so make the shoes actually is a bit narrow. For the arch area is a normal arch, it's not so called flat, or it's a some arch on here. It's a very bumpy medium arch. So if you want to try these shoes, at least go half size up than your normal size. Overview of the upper. The upper using the Jaguar mesh upper is really ventilated. I went through a smoke test on the shoes. I can see a lot of smoke coming out from the shoes. Even though I use the shoes out for running, it's very ventilated. And the tongue is those racing type of tongue, is a very thin layer of tongue, one piece. It's not gusted or anything. And the lace is super long. Hopefully, I really hope they have a shorter lace, because the shoes fit quite tight. So I don't think runners need to use the runner knot. When we're moving backwards, there's some light padding on the back, just nice amount. And there's a very nice pull tab with the Mizuno logo on the back. There's a huge structure support, not much. There's some of it you can still movable, so the shoes actually on the upper is movable and not much support. On the midsole, it's using the PIBA Blend Mizuno Energy XP material. The material is quite soft. You can see actually it's soft and responsive. When I land on it, it can bounce off. It's not considered those hard. If I based on my HM, the measurement is around 0.17. It's considered soft, and it provides a lot of energy and cushion every time when I land on it. And if I try to land on the heel, there's a even huge amount of foam over here. But every time when I land on here, it can just easily have a very nice gate go protruding me out from every step. You can feel the foam actually is boom and go to the next step. When I try to land on the heel, on the huge stacker of the foam, actually the foam will be boom me off, will bounce me off, push me forwards to the forefoot and to the toe off. So it will push me to the forefoot when I try to land on the heel, then you will aggressively push me off to my next step. On the outsole, they're using the G3 rubber. There's one piece of rubber covering from the toe all the way to the heel. That basically is all is covered by the rubber. There's a lot of dot design. I think this is more like molding type of rubber design, because there's a lot of holes we can see through to the foam itself. There's a lot and different kind of texture in and out, there's a lot. So it seems like it's a one piece of molding rubber from front to the back. From the what I see right now, after 50 kilometers, the rubber seems like quite lasting. Only one or two stuck on the front is broken, because there is the I took off where basically I'm dancing when I took off at the heel here before it go. So some of the rubber here is broke off. Other than that, everything looks really fine. It's able to provide me the grip when I running on it. User experience with the shoes, and the shoes is make me feel like illegal and legal in the same time. The illegal is I found that speed assist actually make me pushing me running forwards because of the geometry, the stack height, and the design of the shoes. When I step on it, I found the shoes pushing me and leaning me forward, especially on my left foot, because left and right when I running is two different landing. On my left foot, when I land, is more to the forefoot, and on my right is more to the heel, where the magic happen when I land, especially on the height of the speed assist here. The shoes actually boom me, push me forward to my next step, especially on the right side. So I use these shoes on all my speed workout because the shoes is not really nice when I'm using it on the easy run or slower run, because of the shoes want to go fast, especially when I on the slow day, on the easy day, we intend to land on the heel. The shoes will be pushing me go to my faster step. So basically in this 50 kilometer, I use this pair of shoes to all my speed workout, all my fast interval, tempo workout. I'm using this pair of running shoes. This pair of running shoes able to give me all the speed and interval that I need from the shoes. The first, when I'm running on the shoes, I feel a bit weird because of the stack height, the narrow cut, but it gave me sometimes, I think it's on my third run, I need starting to understand the shoes. And the shoes already, I used it up to fourth run before I came to this review. So it took me some time to understand how the shoes actually work. It's not like normal running shoes where I put it on, then I can just run, then it's much more easy to understand the shoes. But it took me a while to understand this pair of shoes because of the design, the geometry of the shoes. It's like high heel, but it's not high heel, but it has a very nice speed assist. What I like about the shoes is the speed assist of the shoes. When I'm running on this pair of shoes on a slower speed, not really nice. When I pick up some of the pace, when I pick up around 430 to 420, the shoes starting to come alive. It's going faster and faster because of the geometry or the design of the shoes. It really pushing me and propel me forward. I'm not a really fast runner, but when I try to pick up my pace to the all these kind of interval running speed and tempo workout, the shoes really came alive and pushing me and make me train harder and run harder with this pair of running shoes. Second thing that I like about the shoes is the ventilation of the shoes. It's really well ventilated. It's very thin layer of material. It's soft and really well ventilated, especially in Malaysia right now. The weather so hot, it's really cooling down my feet. Things that I'm not really like about the shoes is the first thing is the stability. Because the shoes so high elevated off the ground, the 51 mm off the ground, makes the shoes not really stable, especially when I'm running at a higher speed, higher pace. The shoe seems like a bit unstable when I'm taking some of the fast corner. It's higher stack height and soft. Taking a fast corner, the shoes intent unstable. So I need to step much more and control my pace, especially on my speed workout and taking the high speed corner. And one more thing that I'm not really like about the shoes is that after I run, my calf becomes sore, especially on one of my second session. Is around 10 kilometer tempo workout, running around 420 to 430 pace. After using shoes, I found that both of my calf a bit sore after using this pair of running shoes. There's quite numbers of running shoes, not that much. It's around 3 or 4 pairs that I test. After I use it for some speed workout, tempo, and endurance workout, I found that my calf becomes sore, like Alpha Fly, one of it. When I use it after the run, I found out that my calf is sore. Same as this pair of shoes, it makes my calf work harder during this running. So who should get this pair of running shoes? If you wanted to get something new, try something new, the new design, that shoes that legal and illegal in the same time, maybe you can try this pair of running shoes. And also, if you want to try some of the smooth speed assist, then you should get this pair of running shoes. Who should not get this pair of running shoes? If you're looking for a shoes that less aggressive and much more versatile, these shoes might not suitable for you. So in conclusion, what's my verdict on the Mizuno Revelation Pro Low. For me, this pair of shoes is quite interesting and quite special because this is my first time trying something like this. Having experienced some of the energy return, the roll off of the shoes is quite special and quite new for me because all the time I'm running is more to a normal running shoes. Maybe Nike just have an AirPod. For this, it has a very nice elevated on the heel and progress me on my step. But when I'm using it, I need to much more careful. So I need to make sure when I'm using this pair of shoes, the day that I run is a much more straight route with lesser turnaround. So I can really test out the best pace using this pair of running shoes. So that's all my 50km impression review on the Mizuno Wave Revelation Pro Low. See you guys on the next video. Bye.